Renegade Immortal Episode 179. In the previous episode, Wang Lin confronted the cunning Tong Yun near Zi Shu's corpse, where a deadly golden light guarded the treasure hidden within, while Tong Yun schemed to use the light to kill Wang Lin. His plan failed spectacularly. With calm power, Wang Lin shattered the golden defense, refined Zi Shu's head with origin flame, and absorbed the pure sword energy hidden inside. He even discovered Zi Shu's ancient sword buried nearby, one of the 12 legendary blades once belonging to the sword saint, Ling Tianhou, as he refined the sword energy deep underground for an entire month. A massive war erupted above. The Sky Demon country, led by its emperor, declared war on the Fire Demon country, sending 30 million soldiers into battle. When Wang Lin finally emerged, the sky itself was heavy with killing intent. Yet, his focus remained clear: to hunt down the remaining disciples of the Sword Saint and claim their sword energies one by one. At the end of the previous episode, as dark clouds gathered and war consumed the land, Wang Lin vanished into the storm, setting his sights on his next targets, the two disciples beside Mo Fei, whose identity seemed far more mysterious than it appeared. What will happen next? Stay tuned. And the story continues. A cloud of dust appeared over the horizon. Even rain wouldn't be able to suppress this dust cloud in a short period of time. Countless armored demon soldiers rushed through the haze on horseback, each one radiating an overwhelming killing intent. Above them floated an ancient, majestic tower that moved in sync with the army, surrounded by elite guards whose eyes burned with power and vigilance. Suddenly, from the distant sky, a single ray of light streaked toward the army with tremendous speed. Before the light could reach them, a man emerged from the floating tower. His clothes appeared ordinary, but his very presence carried a natural sense of authority. Smiling faintly, he looked at the incoming light and said calmly, "Brother Wang, how are you?" The light solidified into a human figure. It was Wang Lin. His expression was calm, almost cold. He clasped his hands and replied, "Wang Lin greets the Demon Emperor." The man before him was none other than the same young man Wang Lin had once shared drinks with through the night. Back then, Wang Lin hadn't sensed any demonic energy from him, but he had faintly realized that this man was not ordinary. Now, as an ascendant cultivator, Wang Lin could see clearly that there was a demon crystal the size of a fist within the man's body. Although the crystal didn't radiate any visible demonic aura, its very concealment made Wang Lin's instincts sharpen. As Wang Lin studied the Demon Emperor, the latter also observed him with a smile. "Brother Wang doesn't need to be so polite. You are the messenger personally appointed by the ancestor. Your status is equal to mine, so just call me Zi Yundan. However, I am curious, how did you know I was the Demon Emperor?" Wang Lin's eyes flickered faintly as he replied, "I only had my suspicions before. It was only after seeing Brother Zi Yu today that I was sure." Before Zi Yundan could respond, a panicked and exaggerated voice echoed in Wang Lin's mind. It was Shu Leguo. His troublesome sword spirit. "Master, the master I respect most in all the heavens. Do you have the heart to separate two destined lovers by mere dozens of feet? I haven't seen that little beauty in 10 years. Wang Lin's brow twitched in annoyance. He slapped his storage bag, and Shu Leguo flew out in spirit form. This time, the little spirit was cautious. He didn't bring out the celestial sword. Afraid of angering Wang Lin again. Once free, he looked around eagerly, scanning for something. When his eyes found the Demon Emperor, he studied him closely, searching desperately. Yet after a long while, he sighed in disappointment. Could it be that my little beauty and I are not destined? 10 years apart, and a lifetime slips by. Although his tone was strangely poetic, it only made Wang Lin's expression darken. He clasped his hands toward the Demon Emperor awkwardly. "Brother Zi Yu, this is my sword spirit." He had some misunderstanding with your sword spirit before. Zi Yundan let out a soft laugh. "No problem. I already know of the sword spirit my niece has been hating for the past 10 years. As he spoke, he reached into the air and space itself cracked open with a sound like shattering glass. From within the rift, a brilliant sword shot out. It was the Emperor's sword. The moment it appeared, The sword trembled violently and released a sharp sword hymn that echoed through the air. It immediately slashed toward Shu Leguo, releasing a ray of sword energy. Shu Leguo's helpless sigh turned into panic. "Ah, my dear, it's you. After 10 years apart, you still can't forget me?" His words were shameless, his tone dripping with false affection. But when the sword energy came slashing at him, he quickly dodged away in fear. Wang Lin's expression grew cold. Shu Leguo might be annoying, but he was still Wang Lin's possession, and no one else had the right to harm him. As the Emperor's sword prepared to strike again, and Zi Shu made no move to stop it, Wang Lin waved his hand. A gust of strange wind swept across the air, clashing with the sword's aura and forcing it to tremble. Suddenly, a young girl's figure appeared above the sword. Her face was beautiful but full of hostility. "It's you. You're that despicable one from before. And now you're together again," she shouted, her voice full of fury. Without hesitation, she released a surge of celestial energy, filling the surroundings with brilliant light as she directed her attack toward Wang Lin. Wang Lin's eyes turned icy. Back when he was only at the late stage of soul transformation, he might have feared this sword. But now, as an ascendant cultivator, his power was far beyond what it had once been. He let out a cold snort, and the sound alone shattered all the sword energy in the air. The sword trembled, ready to attack again, but Zi Shu raised his hand and grabbed it. Smiling apologetically, he said, "Brother Wang, forgive her. My niece is mischievous. Though she is a sword spirit, she was not born that way. She is actually the daughter of a good friend of mine. Due to certain circumstances, she was turned into a sword spirit." As Zi Shu's gaze casually swept over Shu Leguo, the mischievous sword spirit trembled violently, as if about to collapse under pressure. Wang Lin's eyes narrowed. In that instant, the demon crystal within Zi Shu's body suddenly pulsed, releasing demonic energy not weaker than that of a late-stage ascendant cultivator. The strength made Wang Lin instantly more cautious. He reached out, grabbed Shu Leguo, and threw him back into his storage bag. "That was embarrassing, Brother Gu," he said evenly. "I came here to ask about Demon General Mo Fei's whereabouts." Zi Shu sighed softly. He hadn't wanted to make things awkward with Wang Lin, but he couldn't ignore the situation involving his niece. "Brother Wang," he replied, "Mo Fei has already become a vice commander-in-chief. He's with the Heaven Commander-in-Chief, leading the left army of the Sky Demon Country. They should be near Fire Demon Country's Songtao City by now." After a moment's pause, he added sincerely, "I have already announced that you are the ancestor's personal messenger. This will help you move freely. Also, take this jade. It carries my personal aura. If anyone disrespects you, show this jade and you can command even the Heaven Commander-in-Chief to execute them." He tossed Wang Lin a white jade token. Its demonic energy signature was unique and impossible to forge. Wang Lin caught it, his expression unchanged. "Many thanks," he said before taking a single step and vanishing into the distance. As Zi Shu looked toward the direction Wang Lin disappeared, he shook his head. "Wang Lin," he murmured, "when I first heard that zither music, I knew you were someone like me. I do not wish to be your enemy. That jade is a token of goodwill. Use it wisely." As Wang Lin traveled through the void, Shu Leguo's hesitant voice echoed again in his mind. "Master, about that little beauty. Don't mention it again," Wang Lin said coldly. Cutting him off, he gripped the jade in his hand, then tucked it away. He understood perfectly what the Demon Emperor's gesture truly meant, a warning wrapped in courtesy. Meanwhile, the left army of the Sky Demon Country was on the move. 10 million demon soldiers advanced like an endless tide, shaking the very earth beneath them. The three commander-in-chiefs, Heaven, Eternity, and Desolate, rode at the front, their demonic beasts howling as they marched toward Songtao City. Among them rode Mo Fei, the vice commander-in-chief. His face was calm, unreadable. Behind him stood a middle-aged man with a massive sword strapped to his back. His eyes closed in quiet meditation. Then, suddenly, the horizon exploded with thunder. A series of deafening rumbles swept across the plains, echoing through heaven and earth. Amid the thunder appeared a single figure clad in black armor. wrapped in devilish energy that swirled like storm clouds. It was Wang Lin. Descending like a demon god, his presence alone froze the battlefield. Countless soldiers looked up in fear as he stepped forward, each stride carrying unstoppable momentum. His gaze locked instantly onto Mo Fei. Without a word, Wang Lin charged forward. Thunder rolled with each movement, and his divine sense spread through the entire battlefield. Mo Fei lifted his head, his eyes calm, while the middle-aged man behind him slowly opened his eyes, revealing a glimmer of profound light. Wang Lin moved like lightning, cutting through the air, the 10 million demon soldiers' killing intent surged, yet he ignored them all, acting decisively. Before anyone could react, he raised his voice and declared, "I have orders from the Demon Emperor to capture and execute Vice Commander-in-Chief Mo Fei. The rest of you, make way." As he spoke, he threw out the Jade Token, its demonic aura instantly recognized by the two commander-in-chiefs nearby. Their hesitation gave him the moment he needed. In that instant, the world seemed to shift. The sound of the underworld river roared in his ears as Wang Lin vanished and reappeared before Mo Fei. His right hand extended, and he unleashed the finger of death. The devastating attack shot forth like a streak of lightning toward Mo Fei. Mo Fei's eyes flickered. He raised his right hand defensively, while the middle-aged man behind him reacted instantly, sending his giant sword flying forward. A shadow of a monstrous boar appeared over the blade as it met Wang Lin's attack. But as the finger of death approached, it suddenly dissipated, disappearing without a trace. Mo Fei frowned, but in that same instant, the middle-aged man's expression twisted in shock. That single heartbeat of hesitation sealed his fate. Wang Lin appeared beside him like a ghost, his eyes cold and merciless. His finger pointed forward, the devilish flames around his armor gathering into a single, terrifying point of destruction. This strike carried the full force of Wang Lin's cultivation, a strike no ordinary being could resist. The middle-aged man's face turned pale. At the brink of death, he tried to activate Ling Tianhou's sword energy, golden light flashing between his brows. But before it could erupt, the underworld river surged upward, transforming into the cycle of reincarnation. The entire world seemed to freeze under its power. In that silent moment, Wang Lin's finger touched his target. The man's head fell. With a single, smooth motion, Wang Lin seized the massive sword from the corpse. His figure flickered once more, and he disappeared. After cutting off his head, Wang Lin's body flickered. He grabbed the large sword and left. His actions were smooth, clean, and tidy. In this episode, we saw Wang Lin confront the powerful demon emperor Zi Shu and navigate a tense encounter with his mischievous sword spirit, Shu Leguo. He skillfully managed the complicated situation, secured vital information about Vice Commander-in-Chief Mo Fei, and received the demon emperor's jade as a symbol of trust and authority. With his strategic mind and immense power, Wang Lin then launched a decisive attack against Mo Fei's forces, demonstrating his peak abilities and leaving no room for hesitation. His actions were swift, precise, and unstoppable, showing just how far he has grown as an ascendant cultivator. What happens next? Stay tuned for the next episode of Renegade Immortal. If you enjoyed this episode or found it exciting, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel to get the latest updates on Wang Lin's journey. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.